Wicked. Oh, friend. I'm a perfectionist. Grab your ticket. Good time, y'all. Come on the airways. Ticket. Let's get weird. Oh, temptations ready. Grab your ticket. Waiting. It's that Trans DF Express, yo. Let's get in. This is the science we're going to get into. Wicked. All right, we're going to drop a couple more tracks and we're going to get lit. Start producing those psychic powers on these niggas out here, y'all. I keep telling you, you don't always need a pistol. I'm going to show you how to use your crystals. And you know what your crystal is, right? It's your blood. That's right. Why you think there's such a high request for blood? Your one's plasma. Even the Christians, did you know they worship the blood of Christ? There's a song that they used to sing that I heard my grandmom and them sing. She said it's power in the blood. I knew right there it was something missing. And I couldn't quite put my finger on it. But we're going to get into it because I think I found it, y'all. I think I found the hidden meanings and the secrets of the treasures that's been so long put in that what they call the mystic shrine. How many of you ever heard of a mystic shrine? You know what a mystic shrine is? Let's look at the word mystic, though. We're gonna walk through this slowly. Because you wouldn't be too surprised if I was to show you the word mystery out of mystic. Dalinda, peace, love, and light. Greetings to you. Welcome aboard. Enjoy the information. Take what thy will with it. Dissect it appropriately. Digest it and then manifest it. All right? I ain't gonna be too much long. I'm gonna drop another track by Outkast. So fresh and so clean. Go take a little, puff or something. I stopped doing it on the air. Always is there power in the blood. Of course, it's power in the blood. We can do the research right on our computer right now. Right? Let's be factual. Is human blood crystal liquid light? I'm sorry. I'm on the wrong track here. I gotta get back to that. Let's do it like this. Is human blood crystal liquid light? Wow. Wow. Oh, that's too much information for me. I could do research and study on that for 3 years and turn out to be something that of one of them X-Men characters. Oh, yes, I will. Because as a mind thinketh, so shall it manifest. This is what you got to recognize. This is why the juice was so important. See, they know the science. Well, oh, excuse me. I wanted to say it ain't no they. We moving out of this paradigm. There is a science out here that's an adversary to that of the information that I'm giving. You see? So just as well as I may tell you that your blood is crystal liquid light, there's gonna be another entity that's talking about you need this. Take that up in you a little bit. If anybody wondering what I'm doing, it's a needle. And if I did the research of what's in the needle, it will be everything that's in conducive to the well-being of the productivity, enlightenment of my blood. This is facts. And I state as facts for the simple fact that I got receipts. There's a culture that dictates that they only understand that of only 3% of blood. The rest is chalked up under what is known as junk DNA. Look it up. I ain't making this shit up. I'm only explaining to you what's going on. But before we get started, let's play this one track by who was it? No, I'm sorry. Let's see something. So fresh and so clean, Outkast. All right, that's what we want. Let me see if I'm okay. I gotta shut some of this down because this computer will freeze on me. I'm not sure, is it the computer or is it a bullet being sent through my airway? That's an old saying. We used to steal cable from Verizon back when it was cable company. And what we would do, I would buy the box because it was chipped. And what they would do if they found out every once in a while, it ain't that they found out. They knew that the workers were selling the boxes. So what they would do, same thing they can do now, but this is digital now. That was analog. See, 5G, technology better and higher. They can attack my brainwaves right now if I allowed them to. They is doing it. Well, oops, I keep saying they. I gotta stop saying they because when we say they, that implements people, right? So let us stop saying they. There's no they. Even though what you may think it is. But this, you know, for the most part, if I say they, then you might start getting asked me, mine's eye, peace, God. An individual might ask me, would you care to explain who at least one of the they are? So I want to stop saying they. All right. However, so back in the day, right, when we bought the chip box so we could watch and have all the movies, the cable company will send a bullet, what they call a bullet, through the line, and it will fuck your whole TV up. You're brand new. We didn't have screen then. It was the big boxes. I mean, the joint that take like 5 people to carry it out. And then when you got your screen TV, that joint sat over in the corner because you couldn't get nobody to take it out for you. Remember those TVs? Salutes, yes, sir. Mine's eye. So, yeah. And, so we had to, that was let you know, stop buying chip boxes off the street. Now, what's the moral story of me bringing that up? Well, I figure if that's the type of process that could that was and taking place of time before, can we just imagine? I mean, like considering all the ideas brought to us by let's say a lot of YouTubers and whom people think they're dealing with conspiracy theory, you know, Dane Calloway. I can name a billion. I'm not even going to start naming. So I just want to say keep that in mind because anything and everything is possible, right? Let a mind ponder upon it for a certain point in period in time. It will have its manifestation in way. All right, so we're going to drop this fresh so clean. I'm going to take a quick break and come back and get into the science right here. The science I'm bringing today, mind's eye, is I think the title I'm on what YouTube is getting deep in self, right? Ain't that what we named the YouTube? Because I'm streaming Facebook too. Right. Going deep within the self is on YouTube, and I think Facebook is something else. It's not really important. However, this is a great piece of material right here. I've been tearing this, and look, it's relatively in good condition. I had this over 5 years, and I probably done been all through it at least 5 times. It's starting to break up, but I'm keeping preserving on the back as much as I can. I might throw some tape on here. That's what you do. If you got books and they start to come apart and you want to preserve them using that good scotch, not scotch tape, but that good clear thick what is that? Industrial tape helps preserve these books too. So that's for anybody who it concerns. All right, so we're gonna get into that when I come back. Let's listen to some of this Outcast, so fresh and so clean. And I know you can relate to this because this is how you are internally and externally. You know what I'm talking about? It's always messages in our music, how it best suits and fits you. So what's going on? Why can't we get no play here? And froze on me. All right. So, like I said, I'm gonna take a quick break, y'all. We're gonna come back, get into this science right here. Because all of us are psychic. They don't. Oops, I said they again. There's something in this universe that don't want me to know this. You see how I'm doing it, you right? And we changing now. This ain't the 1900s. We ain't fighting the black man. We're not fighting the Puerto Rican man. We're not fighting China, the Rocket Man. We're not fighting the white man. We don't talk like that now. I'm too supreme. What one of the let me give you one of the greatest weapons that you can have when recognizing if you had an enemy and defeating it or him or her. You know what to do? Realize that you have no enemies. There are none. That's how you win. You see? You it don't take no special training. 20 years of how to hit all 108 pressure points on the body. Find out where all the chakras in the I mean, that's all good to know. Trust me. You know, if you want to be educated. But if you want to be enlightened, that's a whole new different story, y'all. So let's make this happen. I'll be right back. And we all my mind. And we all remember all these things on their nasty mind. Everyone nutrition and give you vitamins. Because motherfuckers on a planet, my mind. So I just random nigga planet. And we all my mind. Yeah. All right, y'all. Let's get into it. I think everybody get the point. We get the picture. There's never going to be anyone who is thorough as you, great as you, godly as you, huh? Fabulous as you are, beautiful as you are, huh? This is what we're talking about. Muhammad Ali said he was the greatest. Why can't I walk around thinking and talking about me of being in like manner for myself? I ain't got to repeat after him or just think that only a Muhammad Ali could be so great. I mean, after all, let's look at Ali's work. Ali's works. Huh? Yeah, that's me. Right there, what you seeing. Throw some tunes on. And I'm going to start off with the idea of consciousness. This is what I had prepared for us, right? And there's a particular reason. So you're going to have to walk with me through this and on this. Keep in mind, consciousness is nothing more than yourself. Oh, the clear duct tape. Yeah, mine's right. Yeah, that clear duct tape for the preserving of our books. Thanks for that information, mine's he recommends that we get the clear duct tape. Facts. So yeah, consciousness. It's just a terminology for the idea of a individual being aware. You might hear the terminology in our society today. Robert Jubilee. I'm gonna send Robert Jubilee some energy out here in existence. That's right. Peace, love, and light to Robert Jubilee. Coming through on the airway. Special being. That's right. Everything happens for reasons. I don't care how minute or how big it is. If it's something going on, it's something that I dictated. And it's something in it for me to have my experience. Don't do the dumb thing and throw that skeleton in the closet. You ever heard that terminology before? Yeah. And that's a whole nother thing. So we want to deal with everything. Ghosts, gooses, goblins, and skeletons. You won't. Them skeletons is me. Anybody that got skeletons in their closet, that's an aspect of yourself. So you pretty much did to and for yourself was to take your part of the aspect of yourself and throw it in the closet. And now I can never fully comes to grip to the almighty of myself. Why? Because I stole that bull bike when I was 5 years old and I didn't never tell nobody. I'm gonna keep it modest. Y'all know it's deeper than that. I don't want to be, make anybody start feeling some kind of way. So let's try to keep it a little modest. You stole the Snicker bar when you was 3, and your mom asked you where you got that from, and you said her girlfriend gave it to you, right? So until I learn to deal with the fact of straightening out those things that causes me to be nothing more than just a human always looking for something to worship? That's the way his life will be. So, looking at consciousness, we know that it's awareness. And according to the scientific viewpoint, consciousness is an awareness via our sensory perception of the external world as well as ourselves. In other words, self-awareness is a sign of consciousness. So when you hear beings in the community, they always talk about, oh, you conscious God, peace God, this, that, there. You everything is conscious. A goddamn ant is conscious. What do you mean? Am I conscious? Birds are conscious. More conscious than the people. I tell you, human beings is the only one that's really out of the natural laws of nature. And we ain't gonna beat up on ourselves for that. So let's keep it moving forward. We want to remedy the matter. We already know. So here it states that consciousness is our personal awareness of any given moment, and that everything that is part of that moment, it is one's conscious experience of both the known and the unknown. Stop. Hold up. Let's read that one more time, though, before we elaborate on that. That's profound right there. You see, because you got cats running around here talking about they African American, they Hebrew, they Muslims. I'm Sufi Muslim. I'm Ahmadiyya. I study the Sharia law. Soprano. Yo, where did that say that at? Well, it did to some extent. Let's read. That's why I said let's read this again. Let's read it again. Check it out. That consciousness is our personal. There's that word personal in there. How many of you people been religious before? Huh? What do they say in the church? What you dealing with? A personal relationship with your Lord and Savior, right? Well, how about if I told you it ain't no Lord and Savior? And where that came from was the idea when I stated that, and y'all changed it. I said, no, I'm dealing, and you're dealing with a personal relationship with myself. I ain't got to tell you none of what I think or what I accept or believe as a God or anything. Go stand in the corner somewhere. See? Those are normally energy vampires. They want to suck you, not the blood. They want to hit a Travis Scott type of festival on a nigga. And it don't play like that on this way. You see? So listen, that consciousness is our personal. Somebody asks you, are you saved? That's personal. I ain't got no bounds in the truth on that type of a state of existence. I'm interfere with one's state of liberty, sovereignty, and freedom. So don't get mad if you run across somebody, you know, they might be a little thuggish or something, and you asking them and they say they might hurt your feelings. I seen this happen. Because that's too personal. That's why them people, they know who doors to go knock on. They don't go down there and knock on. So it's a personal awareness of any given moment, that everything that is part of that moment. See? So in other words, I'm nothing but the sum total of all of my experiences. That's what and who I am. In each incarnation, I see the chat moving. Thanks, Mind's Eye. In each carnation, what am I doing? picking up a few pointers here and there. There's unimaginable, unteeth reasons why beings have their way to and fro, not just this dimension, what you call Earth, any of them. Once you get to make like Jesus, mastering the seven heavens and the seven hells. So I can't begin to sit here and tell you why you came to Earth, B. Yeah. But I will tell you that I won't let nobody else tell me why I came here if I can't figure something out for myself. You got people thinking that they came here because God made them to see how good they could act down here for about 30 years, 55 years at best. And depending on your deeds, you'll end up in the hellfire, right? Or up in the pearly white gates. And like the Muslim says, you're gonna have all the women gold, right? But why can't I have that now? If I'm gonna have that then, why can't I have it now? Just think. If I'm gonna have gold, there's gonna have to be a store or something that's producing it. If I'm gonna have silk, there's gonna have to be a dry cleaner. I'm not going to have him cleaning my own laundry. You see how when we start doing critical thinking, serious this can get, and something might think it's funny. It's not really funny because people really think still like this. And they're no farther off than an individual still waiting for Santa Claus to come down the chimney and bring them some gifts on December 25th. And they don't even have a chimney. That's crazy. But yet they'll still tell your kids, yo. Y'all know somebody like that. I ain't got to really feed that too much. Everybody knows somebody like that. Talking about it's Easter coming up. And we should be planting eggs. By what? You chase the bunny rabbit? The snow bunny? So again, an individual is nothing more than that of the sum total of their experiences. Everybody has different experiences in existence. It goes on to say here that it is one's conscious experience of both the known and the unknown, of both the familiar and the mysteries. Some theorists link consciousness to quantum mind theory or space-time and electromagnetic theories, which explain that the experience of consciousness is not just limited to brain activity. Meanwhile, parapsychologists rely on the currently unmeasurable psychic powers of psychochokinesis and telepathic to the support that belief that consciousness is not merely confined just to the brain. Of course, we already know that. In fact, we also need to be clear that our connection that to the brain is by way of carbon and copper. These are elements that the brain has to have its chemical makeup of in order for it to produce any type of brain activity. See? No, you open up, go to your car and look at that alternator. Look at all that copper in there. As above, so below. As within, so without. There's no mystery, man, to this, y'all. It just takes a little more sincerity, honestness of self, and deep meditation, researching, and critical thinking. You ain't even got to do too much more researching anymore. Real talk. I've been through the researching, and that's it now. It's time now because of the paradigm which we gravitated in. Hopefully nobody got slapped. Your blood is, they call it junk DNA. It's going to start igniting. It's been laying dormant. See, they know this. Mr. Fauci. I'm giving them their respect. I can name some people. They know what I'm talking about. It's these people that fucking don't know what I'm talking about. And because I don't look like them, it's like I'm speaking something from the 19th galaxy. I'm gonna go stand in the corner then. Fuck it. You know I don't mind. That's what they used to make me do. I've been doing this since I came to Earth. I got expelled from every school. Damn, that's a shame. You feel proud? You damn right. Cause they didn't treat me well in there. I was supposed to be teaching the teachers, and Miss Foster didn't like that. Just remember, y'all, your mother taught you everything already before you went to the school. Duh. If you was paying attention while you was in the belly, like I bet you know what a goddamn cigarette is, though. You familiar with that when you came out? Or some weed if they were smoking? Yeah. But you wasn't familiar with how to say, motherfucker, get the fuck out and don't you ever come back here again. And you heard doors slamming and you start kicking inside. Now you want to come out and get dumbfounded. No. That's why you think they talk about first thing when you go to school, they're going to say, Nate. I said I'm Nathaniel. I hated that. They keep calling me Nate because they want to shorten my power. See, it's power in the name too, y'all. So chose a wise and great name for yourself, your character. You know, and don't let nobody cut you short of that. So they should be like, Nate, what you want to be when you grow up? I'm gonna be God. That's what I said. That was the first trip to the principal office. I'll never forget. I had to sit on the brown bench because this was Catholic school. My legs are swinging on the thing. They had to call Mom. I ain't know what to expect. I thought I did a goddamn good thing. Yo, my mom came in there with that face. I said, oh shit. But yeah, you're supposed to understand everything about yourself. Lay in your bed, reflect back to when they held you in the arms. Some of you came here with siblings. Y'all might have, got into little arguments with each. Not well, you didn't talk at this age. And this I can remember. I'm talking some real shit here. I remember I was in the crib and I tossed a toy across the room at my sister. Hit her in the head, made her cry. That got me a beating. Bang. I was just bad. So look, let's get in this story because this gets deep right here. This is some profound information, people. So it says here, it is one's conscious experience. No, we read that. I'm going to go here. According to psychologists Sigmund Freud and Carl Jung, okay? Let me leave this on right here. I'm going to leave this tune on. So give me a minute. Let me make sure this is on replay. This is a nice vibe. Which one is this? Oh, yeah, Lost Shore. This is called Lost Shore. I meant to put some some nature sound on too. However, I'm glad this popped up. This is a little bit more soothing. And I need y'all to be able to hear what I'm talking about. Because this is definitely food for thought. Right? This is restricted information. in America now. Tag, what's the terminology for it? Somebody tell me. I heard it's a terminology that they got now for restricting information. It'll come to mind. I'm so busy want to stay thought on this, and I want to have to think. So again, we want to send some energy out here to the people that's on the airwave. All right, mine's eye. We got Thalita. Yup, Thalita. And also Robert Jubilee. Yes, let's definitely not forget Robert Jubilee. And I also got a viewer on YouTube too. However, I'm not able to identify that person. However, that's peace too. You know, I do the same thing. Some things you want to stay over the radar. You know, a lot of people stay under the radar. If you don't like it under the radar, that's good too to stay over the radar. You see, that way you'll be still being benefited. You'll be enjoying in on the jewels, but it's like, you know, everybody ain't got to know everything. And so I definitely respect that too. Let's give them a bell. Those who are seen and unseen. You know me. I rock out with everything and everybody, y'all. I don't care if you live in the Grand Canyon. Come on. We could do whatever. If I ain't got your treat, bring whatever y'all do with you. If you live past the ice glaciers, you know, up there where Admiral Byrd said it was lands bigger, twice as bigger than America, and come on, bring that brain. Don't bring that ass. Bring that brain. You know what I mean? You can't tell them to bring that ass. You know, they gonna know you're a nigga. You talking about bring your ass. You start talking that nigga shit, that TV talk, they gonna know you've been brainwashed. You've been made in America. So what you wanna do is fuck their head up. And say, come on, bring that mind. Yeah. They're like, what? We never heard that before. Let's just look back in the computer. Cause you know they aliens and shit. So they got everything niggas doing on Earth in the computer. He's talking about, no, it's bring that ass. They gonna say, oh shit, you got what? Yeah, but you know, and I want to say something. What was that? Sheesh. Well, somebody said something in the chat. Linda. Grand rising to you. Let's travel on, shall we? Look, on the other side is the motorcycle. My grand seeds gave me this. They made this, and mother and their grandma. They gave me this. This was a gift for my birthday. Oh, for my YouTube people or Facebook. Then on the other side is my other side is my sign, and that's what I do. I ride motorcycles ever since I came to Earth. I didn't just start riding. I rode anything that you can ride on wheels, and and I'm over 50, and still probably it'll be 95 when I put down a Kawasaki or something. But this is what I do. You know what I'm talking about? So we're gonna show that too. So let's get into the science, y'all. This is profound. And I done lost the page. Here we go. Now, remember, according to these two individuals that I named, Mr. Chung and Freud, the unconscious mind is just as important as the conscious mind. What is the unconscious mind and what's the conscious mind? See, People thought that I was just gonna be reading this and we was gonna sit here and get along, all go along with to get along. No, this ain't church where the pastor sit there read the Bible and all y'all sitting there acting like y'all know what he talking about. And I'm looking at them, they don't know a lick of what he talking about. Because if you did, you would have never missed that Psalms 82:6. Real talk. You knew, especially if it was King James, thee and thou, ye. People didn't start figuring it out to the 1990s. After Malcolm and all them came and taught us. They're not going to explain to you, so neither I'm going to do this. I want to read this information, and we're going to enhance it because look, people, look who this information is coming from. Now, no disrespect to these people, but, and that's a big but, we know that there are individuals with levels of intelligence depending on one's experience. Now, I know some will say, okay, yeah, even with one's race, right? Because we got the so-called black race, supposed to be the dominant, supreme, and all other races is allegedly to have came from these blue black people, not like me, although I'm supposed to be black. But if we're dealing with the concept of what if you coming out of Quran in the Bible, and then you want to give a depiction of the beings over somewhere in Congo who was able to supposed to be absorb the most intense of sunlight. That's why their skin was supposed to be so melanated. Some may use that word. Listen, people, these are all beautiful terminologies and words only to formulate agreed upon ideas. So I ask you again, what is unconscious and what is conscious in mind? There is none. Now, how about that? Welcome to the new University of School of Thought, people. Yeah, this ain't Harvard. We're not going to talk. We're not going to regurgitate Yale, Princeton. No. You, if not you, your seed is going to develop and open up the new university. I'm tired of keep celebrating Martin Luther the King every February. I'm over 50 years. Damn, can I get a new hero? And I like Martin Luther the King. But you can't just keep go down here in Philadelphia, 19th and Vine, February, y'all. They're going to have a big memorial. They're going to change it now, and they probably already did because I said something about. I brought this to the light of the so-called conscious community 10 years ago. When I say conscious community, I'm talking about the ability. You could be black, white, Puerto Rican, or any of them colors that the people name it. See, because them people is able to tap into the etheric in the Akashic realm and pull out ideas. There's a community here in on Walnut Square, Philadelphia, a place called Ethical Society. And look at the word ethical society. So I will not get too deep off of what we're talking about here. But we do want to recognize and realize that there's a time for everything. There's a time for change. The information of the 1900 is not very useful to fit the appropriate time in which we're experiencing in today. All right? If I was to tell you to go to the corner and call me on a telephone booth in Philadelphia, you're probably going to laugh at me because we haven't had a telephone booth on the corner of Philadelphia since the 1980s. So you see, what was once true is now some bullshit. Don't get caught up on the rhetoric. And this will help you when it's time for your heart to go cashing in against that feather, because that's the concept you want to have. You want to recognize that, no, my heart is not going to weigh in heavier than the feather. And how will I do that? By not succumbing to all the bullshit that the monkeys that's got set for us, and or not us, set for us, however, but playing in their role. For instance, let me give you an example, and we're gonna keep moving on because it all adds up. It all follow me now. We talking about conscious. What's the listen? I said that this people believe that unconscious. I'm sorry. According to these people, they the unconscious mind is just as important as the conscious mind. Of course, it's important. You see? Because there is. Oh, I want to give an example. How about me having my heart not weighing heavier than the feather? I'm sorry. I'm beating up on somebody playing chess too, y'all. Yeah. Can you see that? This is a chess set. I'm playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people at one time. Now, the way this go, and I want to share this because this what helps build the mind muscle. See, a lot of people lift weights to get their muscle big. I play chess and do things mentally to keep my mind sharp and strong and always popping. That way, nobody can make a move or do anything unless I permit it. Not see it. You down there got to get my written permission to go out there and mate with that young lady out there, sir. Yeah. You might not be suitable for that woman. You might destroy her life. So look, the way this is played, you don't have to keep moving. Reset it up. And all these people, you get 5 days to move. They're from all over the world, and they got jobs. This guy's a lawyer. This one is he's an Italian man. I can look up everything about him. We can even chat. Where is he from? He joined in February. Well, I ain't gonna show you the picture of this man. Miami. Living in Miami, right? So you get 5 days to move. And what this does, you going through things in life, right? Now, is money involved with this? If you playing on this level and on this app, like I said, we got Cash App. You can chat. I can show you a long chat with the people. See, that's all chat stuff. That's all chat stuff. Look, see that thumbs up? I probably beat on them. If you can see that thumbs up, see that thumbs up? Yeah. Yeah. I was making a move. But it's money involved, right? And so why did I say is it money involved? Is that important? No. However, you don't want to give and throw money away. So in other words, you want to be making the most appropriate moves possible, especially for the amount of money that you putting up. Now, we want to get back to the psychic power, right? Because trust me, we working on it at all times. You're building it. All right? You're just gonna have to follow me and walk with me on this. So you could be having a day. The kids is and also keep in mind the heart not weighing heavier than the feather is not being succumbed by all the ways of the world too. It's going to be all answered when you realize that the daughter is 11 years old and she got pregnant. How you going to handle that? The son is 16, he's selling crack and he got busted by the feds, indicted. How are you going to handle that? The husband, here's the whopper, got a new family in Chicago. How you going to handle that? And you talking about you and your Sarata Mustaqim or trying to reach the higher lights and huh? You don't handle it. You recognize, realize, and act in accord appropriately. If you need to be breathing technique, do so. You need to be doing finger touching and all types of do so. But what all means, son get locked up and look, how much is your bail? Let me see how much I got. He gonna call you back. I ain't got that much, man. All right. You gonna wear? Okay. He gonna call you back. What you need, commissary on your books? I'm gonna ship you out a little something later on. That's it. You told that boy when he was 2, 3 years old, don't go out there hanging with them that ass niggas selling drugs and all that. Da, 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 da. Why you gonna stress yourself out now? You did your job. People is people in this world. I don't care if it's mommy, daddy, wifey, hubby, son, daughter. They're all individuals. We're all individuals here having experiences. You let that dumbass schooling tell you that, oh, this is family. You can. This my brother. This my sister. But you can't even get along with them. You get along better with me. And we didn't even grow up together. Talking about that's my brother right there. That's my homie. You see? We acting and we not thinking. We like, how you think the robots gonna rule y'all? And I'm not talking about no particular individual, please. But let's think about this. You got these people talking about the robots is going to rule. How is that so? Stay away from that. Don't let that happen. Please, by all means. And you'll be able to see everything, yo. Even if that does happen, it's not forever. It wears off. Yo. And I can get it out of you. I can give you remedies how to get it out real quick. I've done it. Not myself personally, for people. I help people. They say they fucked up. They for their job's sake, they had to go do that. And then he was like, damn, cuz I feel fucked up. I don't know. I said, cuz he scared me, man. I didn't know what was gonna happen. I thought he was gonna die. I ain't gonna put it on social media, but I had to give him them herbs, man. That's crazy. I said, boy. And then look, he gonna come out talking about he know what he did was draconian. Oh, when I seen that shit on TV, that shit, I was hot. I said, what? What did we say? Like, if we was watching our personal shit, you grab your remote and you rewind it real quick, but I couldn't because it was live. I said, what the fuck he say? I don't know if y'all heard, and I ain't gonna get too deep, but there's some situations going on, y'all. Some of you may think this thing, you know what I'm talking about. Use your mind. So let's get a little juicy, y'all. Let's get a little juicy. We're gonna jump into the idea of universal energy. Now, let's make sure we clear and finish up on the ideas we left off though first. Right? We talking about, I think we covered pretty much how the heart should not be heavier than the feather, right? Never mind the ways of the world. That's the whole game. That's the whole setup. That's why the world, that's what the third dimension will always be. You'll never change it. The only way you beat this is by not coming back here. And if you do decide to come back here, say you want to come back and own a couple franchises and live in a big house out in, somewhere in the Amazon jungle, or you build your own home in your mountain and mountains in some water somewhere. Say you want to come back and had that type of experience, because that's utopia shit. I ain't gonna lie. Anybody would love to do that, like them people doing, Einstein and all them dudes, the Playboy Bull. You know what I mean? Like them people, I heard it took years. They shipped dirt into the middle Pacific Ocean and then built a home on top of that shit. I said, damn, I need to be living like that, man. I need to be living where they build houses outside of a rock. You ever see that on social media? Galinda. Right? So, okay, and now so that's how it's gonna be. We wanna not let the ways of the world wear you down. And trust me, your health, if you don't keep it up to par, it will take us out of here early. And this is what and something is intended for. Someone's is wanting of this. And the only way the elites stay superior elite in the line, because they do the harvesting. You see? There's not so many billions of people missing for nothing that can't be found. That's insane. That alone right there calls for shutting the earth down. You could just Google how many children missing, and you can't find where they at, yo. That's got to be a lie. But we ain't gonna go there. What we do is bringing you to a point. This is what it's about, right? So let's look into this idea of universal energy. Mystics, physics, and spiritual writers of today also believe, right? They're not sure. They don't know. It says believe. See, because it could have clearly been written that mystics, physics, and spiritual writers of today also write that universal or cosmic energy is linked to our own conscious and unconscious minds. Why didn't it say it like that? Because words is power. And they're going to give you, if not a little bit, only of the limited conscious awareness or information that they know of. This is why It's incumbent upon me, you, to now get this work and bring it to its greater light so that we can all now have a greater understanding. And we then will change the paradigm in which we are existing here. That's the way it can be done. That's the only way it can be done. It's not that I came to Earth to change. And it's only going to be done within yourself. See, because your next incarnation is not necessarily going to be in the same type of predicament. You see? Same type of scenario. Same type of fear. No. Not once you reach the state of consciousness of where you are today. There's no way I could come back to Earth to relearn that it was not Christopher Columbus who discovered America. That's not life. That's not existence. It doesn't sound feasible. It doesn't sound whole. It doesn't sound realistic, godly, especially godly. It definitely doesn't sound like something that the God Almighty Creator will have developed and to go unfolding. That's what? So what we live in a repetitive cycle of dumbness to enlightenment, back to dumbness to enlightenment. Is that what you telling me how it's going to be? Come on now. Tell me somebody. Where's my, well, you have to think for yourself. So you ask yourself, where's my, I'm going to say for me, and you. Where's my next state of incarnation? Again, is it going to be in the hellfire burning forever? Or is it going to be up in heaven with the pearly white gates? It's a question. Those are the only two real. Besides, some people think that it's just going to be, poof, that's it. You know more. You just happen to come into existence from out of something or somewhere, and that's just really dumb, though. That's you can really debunk that. There's no way I'm going to accept. I'd rather think that I'm going to make it to heaven before I believe that this is a one-shot deal. Like, damn, who fucked up and did that? You should have stayed in wherever you was. Like, how do you begin and have no ending? So to speak wisely with intelligence, we would have to consider that I could have my states of incarnation pending of the mathematics in which Nikola left or has explained when dealing with that of energy, frequencies, and vibration. You see? There's planes beyond. I can rest assured on that. And only prove it through our cosmology. Do I go there when I lay down tonight in these other planes? That's a possibility. Because I am having an experience. It's not a dream. It's not a figment of my imagination. No, these are actual experiences. If I so-called dream tonight, and even visions is the wrong concept. A lot of people use visions. I accept visions though, but still, that's a misleading terminology as to the accuracy of what is being performed. Why can't I be somewhere having a ball? Didn't I go there last night? Right? Didn't I fight that dog and ward that dog off that was chasing me down the street? Huh? And I jumped up in this world, just like in Avatar or the Matrix. He jumped back in the body because it scared me. I thought the dog was gonna kill me. You know how the dreams is. You say it's crazy, so I pulled the gun out and shot the dog. Those are actual experiences somewhere where you have an avatar that's set up. You created it. Yeah, you did. Every time you sit back and your teacher tells you stop daydreaming. Why you think they're telling you that? They don't know though. They don't know. It's a spell. See, Earth. In Catholic school, they told me when I was young that these people was up under a spell called Leviathan. That was deep. That was some deep shit. I had to go study that. And after years and years, over 30, 40 years of studying that, but probably longer than that, I'm giving y'all the benefit of the doubt. It's over 50 years of studying it, contemplating even on it. I recognize that it's just not, like I said, a white thing, a black thing, a Puerto Rican thing. It's magic. That's why you take a spelling test when you go to school. You ever go to Hollywood and you want to go on stage and they tell you break your leg? That's because you casting. You're going to be a part of the cast. They know this cosmology, y'all. I'm not making this up. It's me, my dumb ass, that don't know. So universal energy. These writers of today, they also know or believe that universal or cosmic energy is linked to our own consciousness and unconscious mind, imminent throughout the universe. This is the energy that binds everything together and which flows through everything. Everything known as Chi, CHI, to the ancient Taoists or Taoists. This energy is now commonly called subtle energy. We're going to need to pay attention because I'm going to read on here. I'm not going to weigh in on this because I'm getting to the most electrifying aspect here. And this is where you're going to have to use your own intel and decipher for yourself. Keep in mind, what you see today, you may not always, see. All right? For like they said, information is subject to change. Prices is subject to change. So is information. And I proved that theory earlier. So among scientists, there is an ongoing debate about the unconscious. I'm sure y'all watch YouTube You'll see it all over Facebook and YouTube. Cognitive psychologists. See, they knew it would be a day and time like this to come, people. Don't think they didn't. That's just like I know I could see within 30, 40, 50, even 100, 200, 300 years from now. I love prophecy. I love prophecy. So scientists, among the scientists, there are ongoing debates about unconsciousness. Cognitive psychologists, for example, maintain that the unconscious merely consists of those mental processes that are not meditated by any sensory perception. It goes on to say, if the mind is the interaction of both the conscious and unconscious mind, we need to learn to control our conscious mind if we are to tap into the universal energy field. So it seems here that they're explaining, and I said I wasn't going to weigh into it, but I just want to make this clear and fit it into the new way of dialoguing with each other, shall we say. All right? It's real simple. The macro and the micro. See how easy that was? It's not hard. It's only two opposing forces. Left, right, up, down, hot, cold, black, white, unconscious, conscious, negative, positive. You see? Even you are made up just the same. Positive, negative. North Pole, South Pole. Remember, this book is written by a person by the name of Sarah Bartlett. That sounds like somebody that went up into the temples of Egypt and learned up under the great scholars of long ago. And now you want to come along and give me just a little bit watered down version of my culture. You see what I'm getting at? You see why I need y'all to develop your own university now? So that the children, this ain't necessarily got to be so that the children, I don't even want to start using that idea. The children going to do what they came here to do. However, so that you yourself can have gain and prosperity and beneficial in the new coming wave of things, so to speak. Motorcycle up there. Everybody all right? Again, I want to send that energy out there to that Salida. All right, Robert Jubilee. Also Mind's Eye. All right. And anybody else that doesn't wish to be acknowledged, also I'm sending you peace, love, and light. All right. And when I'm talking about peace, that's invoking for you to have to reside mentally in that state. I'm invoking and hoping that you walking around here creating and elevating, therefore being a very powerful form of energy. Right? So I'm going to skip over a little bit of this stuff here and go to the subtle I want to go to the aspects of the subtle body. All right. Let's start with the etheric body. When people say they can see someone's aura, right? They are perceiving the etheric body around the frame of the physical one, right? They're perceiving the etheric body around the frame of the physical one. There is also an energetic exchange between the etheric body and the physical body. This is why most times, if you're highly spiritual and energetic, as you say you are, you can read a person before they even begin to speak. Some of us, I can identify from across the street and so forth. But the weaker you are at being in your spiritual that you think you are, the more mundane, the more human, the more down to earth, as they say, the individual becomes. You see, they don't say the person's down to earth for no reason. And you might think that's a good thing if they mean well and good intentions. But again, it's spelled magic, dumbed down talk. And the individual don't even recognize it. We don't recognize it. It's no more than saying hello to a person. See, you keep talking to me like all this all day, man. We're not going to be in a good relationship. But if you spoke words of loftinism, if that's a word, I don't know if that's a word, loftyism, then a better, tranquil, and harmonious relationship we could have. It's called caressing the mental. And that's a way better experience than that of the physical. In traditional Chinese medicine, right? The interface is the invisible system of pathways known as the meridians. Okay? Carrying subtle energy or chi throughout the body. The chakras act as the doorways of energy flow from higher dimensions to lower ones. So if your energy, if your chakras are clogged and blocked, then guess what? I can't receive that higher and that transformation of power and knowledge. It says the chakras act as the doorways of energy flow. It's so small. I'm like, man, my eyes must be getting bad. I might need more light. I'm reading part of it in some. It's small and it's in some great gray area written. Like, this is crazy. So think about that, right? The chakras act as the doorways of energy flow from higher dimensions to lower ones. For example, energy passes directly from the chakra system of the etheric body to the physical body. The etheric and the physical body rely on each other for the interplay of vibrational energies. Unlike the etheric body, the astral body is not always superimposed on the physical body and is even often the conduit for the moment beyond the body. It is believed. Well, we don't got to believe that no more. You already know that alignment with the astral body occurs while altering one's state of consciousness during they got dreaming. You see why it needs to be upgraded? It needs to be revised, man. You're revising Harvard's information. This is what you come to do. You come to break the ghost spell. Why do you think Trump and all them is cutting the fool? You thought they was going to let you do it first? Alex Jones and all of them been on there. I watched Info Wars back in the 90s when they first started in 91. Then until they took them off. Listen, people. In them Catholic schools, when I came up in there, and one of the other things that they said to me that I ain't forgetting, I broke the code of it. They said that Jesus was leaving, and he was gonna and where how he go? And he was gonna go and prepare a place, but he was gonna send me the comforter. Y'all think I'm living comfortable? Let me know. What do you think? Get in the comment section. You think I'm living good and comfortable? That's what a comforter does. It will sounds as if we're supposed to be living comfortable, people. But what did surely you not waiting and expecting the Christ of truth? Well, it's probably like 3,000 years now to return. Coming out that sky on a white horse, out the white cloud, with a white robe. Is this what we waiting for, people? Come on now, talk like to me. So I see the chat moving. Let me see. Somebody said something. Mansai, you not comfortable? Mansai said he not comfortable. So, right. However, that's because we didn't realize and recognize that we are the expecting of Christ. Yes. See, that story, you got to think. And I think that he told the disciples that. He told the disciples that he was going to go away, and they asked him, when was you going to return? And he told them that that time was not yet known, right? According to the story. Well, how you going to tell somebody you don't know when you're coming back? You should have peeped game right then that something was wrong with that story. How would you feel me hanging out, right? We all went out. We went bowling. Picked up a few honeys. You know what I'm talking about? Chilling and whatever. And I said, look, y'all stay right here. I'll be back. And I drove, right? Mine's eye, I respect you, mine's eye. Much respect. And I drove. And I said, oh, where you going? Boy said, where you know, when you coming back? What you mean? And I have to be like, don't worry about it. I'll be back. That's not going to get no pass. Y'all not letting me get away with that. You need to tell me when you coming back. Same thing with Jesus. Jesus said, I don't know when I'm coming back, y'all. You know? So y'all know there's certain books missing out of the Bible. You just got to use the rest of your imagination, the part that they chopped out. He said it wasn't going to be me, but it will be turned up the idea, the information. You see, remember, they told me that the world is in a spell of Leviathan, and it had its first 6 dynasty in total tranquility, peace, bliss, and harmony. And after that, Adam fell. See, you got to put all this story together. Even with the part where they say the earth was knocked off its axis. All that symbolic talk, talking about how you've been distorted and not. Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall and had a great fall. All the king's horsemen, all the king's men, they never could put Humpty back together again until I came along. Now Humpty Dumpty is sitting back up on the wall ruling. How do you know? Because Trump told you he was going to build the wall. Y'all peep. Oh, y'all, man, y'all got to peep the goddamn game. Our world is a game. Shakespeare said it's a stage, and you're merely players in it. What part you gonna play? You want to play the part where you walk, you wondering should I drink water, faucet water or not? How about that part? How about that part? You got motherfuckers in Philadelphia wondering should they drink faucet water. And I got auntie videos from the 1900s telling you reasons why you should be drinking mountain spring. Goes to show you how far my videos get. Now they let Channel 10, 6, 3, 6, and 9 tell them that they can't drink water and they want to run out to the supermarkets and get all the water. And I can't wait till I get my share screen and sit. Look, you can't even get this right now. This is old. Essential, people. I've been telling them stop drinking faucet water. Now you want to run out. Go stand in the corner. Remember mom used to tell you that when you do that dumbass shit? Go stand your dumbass. You hate that shit. You be all in the corner crying. I'm going to drink more water. I'm not going to drink no more faucet water. Let's read on, shall we? It is believed that aligning with the astral body occurs. No, I'm sorry. We've been there. Let's look at the mental body. The mental body is of a higher frequency than the astral body. It is associated with the mind expression of abstract intellect in the higher self, which everybody calls God. Your higher self, your lower self. You got higher chakras, you got the low chakras. Let us all look at some chakras here. Where is it? All that's not a good picture. Let me find a better one. All right, let's use this one then. Let's look at some chakras. All right. I'm sure you're familiar with this, Darlinda. So, just to so that everybody know that we're on the same page. All right. And if you look at this symbol, like that's really a symbol, people. Like I see a boat with a mast. You see that? You see that boat with a mast? Use your mind's eye. Move images around. That's just like what you see, an old lady or a young lady. Remember that trick they did when we was in school? That's how you sharpen the mind. They want to see the perception that the individual had, just like the trick. They asked you, what did you want to be when you grow up? And that way, they knew how to deal with it, the individual. You know? A symbol speaks a billion pictures. If they tell you a picture speaks 1,000 words, I like to think that a symbol speaks a billion pictures. Okay? That's what abstract art is about. You may see something that I don't see. So the mental body is of a higher frequency than the astral body. It is associated with the mind, so they say. Like I said, you can define and come up all with these beautiful terminologies and words. I'm gonna read on and we're gonna show and prove here. Like it's really not, it's just too deep. It's only A, B, C, and 1, 2, 3. Anything after that, it's entities and matter that's set up for the illusion to be having a conclusion. Real talk. And y'all gonna see this as you grow within yourself. Everything else is extra. No more than if you went in the aisle in the supermarket to get a bag of table chips. They're all the same thing. They just got different names and ingredients in it. Go in the chocolate candy aisle. Almond Joy, Mounds, Snickers. Lady Shea Butter's in the house. We want to send some energy and love out to Lady Shea Butter. Mind's Eye, that's what's up. That's right. Greet the Goddess. That's right. And I'm streaming both Facebook and YouTube. So again, I want to send respect and glad tidings to you people. If that few is just enough alone to have a great impact on what I call self-personal gain. Let me say this. I know this, and I used to be like this, so that's how I know what I know. But still, see, people wait for other people to tell them things to validate that what they're thinking is some good thoughts. I got up out of that. Especially when you had the thought, and here it is, you listen to somebody else and they come up and they speaking about the thought, but I'm thinking that, oh, this must be right because I got people on social media that's resonate with me with this. No, the ideas that I learned, we are beings of only of the erected few. Notice the word I said. I didn't say selected, or I didn't even use elected. Erected, like erect, come up, rise into. I think what I want to do is take me a break. All right, let's take a small break. Let me refill up on some refreshments. I'll drop a track right quick, and I'm gonna come right back. And when I come back, I got a lot more I want to get into. I go, if we want, we can read about the chakras, right? Remember, I just showed you the chakras. We're gonna read about that if you want, and that way, I know if you have been over it, it'll be a refreshment course. If you haven't, then it'll be definitely an enlightenment. All right, and it's definitely some information that needs to be known. Some people may think that it doesn't have any relevancy to our state of existence, whether my chakras should be cleaned or not, or should I be learning how to control energy? Many people don't even know. Look, let me show you another thing. Look at this. Now look at your hand. Hold up. We're going to want to get into a thorough study of this. Grab you with some material, some way, how, whether it be physical or on computer, and delve into this information so you can study your own self, looking in the mirror, studying the eyes, learning what lines in the whites of the eye indicates what part of the body needs to be healed. Okay? And all this, we're not rushing into anything, people. You got forever. This is not something that, you got to hurry up and get it together before it's too late, or I won't make it to heaven. No, 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 no. In fact, you're supposed to be enjoying this. This is the most beautiful experience that there is the job of building yourself to the most elite and esteem of things. I swear to God, you can't find anything better. I don't want no money. You don't need to take me to Dubai. We ain't got to go to Maui. No. Like, I could be a nut ass dude and you take me to Dubai and you're going to have a fucked up time. You rather, you don't want that, right? Come on now. Talk like to me. You took this. And look, I know many of us did it. You took that girl all the way to Miami, got over there, and he's talking about, oh my God. No, I didn't. Yes, you did. And you woke up with him. Yes, you did. And your phone ringing. Your man looking for you. And they're not at least use your relationship, the good relationship that you got back in Chicago or somewhere, for something that's better. Man. So I'm gonna drop one more time. No, what was it I hit before? I want to hear some of that. Dungeon Family, Chance DF Express. That thing hyped to me. So I'm gonna drop that real quick and come right back, y'all. I'm just gonna refill up on some refreshment, and I'm gonna dive deep into this information right here. Trust me, y'all gonna like this. All right, so stick around, get your drinks, twist up, whatever, do what you do, sit the phone, whatever, next to the bed. If you at work, you might be driving. Hook it up to the AUX and turn the volume up a little bit. You know what I'm talking about? Because after all, you ain't gonna get this type of talk at too many places elsewhere on this earth. I guarantee that. I stand by that. There ain't nobody on earth telling you to be that you the Almighty God and Goddess. God, same thing. It's just a switch and twist the words. In other words, you're a cosmic elite supreme deity. All right, I'll be right back. Let's check out Trans DF Express by Dungeon Family. Yeah. So that's that Dungeon family, y'all. You notice he said you one of a kind, so that makes you kind of the one. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. These cats, look at the album cover. I'm looking at it. There's no way you ain't gonna tell me they ain't witch masters and crafts, occultists. Not standing there like this with stars and shit all around you. You gonna tell me you're not an occultist? You don't study the arts? Bone Thugs and Harmony, Wu Tang. See, that's because them people they be too busy bopping to the beat. Yeah, you looking cute. But what the fuck is he talking about? Look, I'm gonna play another joint. And now people didn't dig these boys, the Goody Mob. Straight occultists. Like, you're not gonna tell me, like, that's crazy. What was that joint? Goody Mob. No. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. So that look, it even comes up. Well, that's because it's algorithm already with what I be doing. That's what it is. This, let me see something. Let me get started. This ain't the song. Check this out. This shit crazy. We ain't even got hair no more. La 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 la. It's my show. Self therapy, y'all. Goody Mob. Check it out. I'll be right back. Let me take a smoke break. 13. So tell me, did we listen to him now and hear him later on? He asked us that, and he also spoke of the New World Order. I ain't making it up. Listen, in the wood, that's enough. They might take the video down because they're gonna see I'm really giving it too hard. So let's stop. Yeah, because if you really pay attention to what these people was talking about, you see we living in the days of those times. Na 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 na. That's what he said. Y'all see I'm a musician, right? Yeah. So I understand that stuff. I've been with great beings. So let's get into this. We ain't gonna go too deep off into the right field. We don't want to. Let's stay. I need somebody stay at shortstop, first base, and left field right now. All right. So that's what we're gonna do. Are we gonna put some tunes on? Sure, we are. No. Yeah, I like that cell therapy though. That's old school stuff, y'all. That's when you know it came with a beat, some nice music, but at the same time, we still was talking about something. This was before this was before the ending of Lauryn Hill and the beginning, and who else? KRS-One in the beginning of that your Ice Cube, Snoop Dogg, and Lil Wayne. Well, not Lil Wayne, he came later, but Snoop Dogg and uh was it Foxy Brown, right? See, a lot of people think nah it was Nicki Minaj and all them. No. That's a little different flavor that's been sent later. You see? So eventually we're gonna get in start with the ideas of telepathic, all right? Ideas of psychic defense, psychic protection. These are things that we're gonna know, especially knowing what you're doing right now. Grounding yourself, right? And I'm not saying that we supposed to become all super master and perfect. No. Once you become God Almighty, it's at that point you at liberty to do what you want now. See, because everything is going to be succumb unto you, all principles. You see? I mean, an individual might want to go and get a McDonald's hamburger because you haven't ate one in 13 years. But shoot, if you ain't got nothing but herbs and all alkalinity stuff up in you with 13 years, that hamburger ain't going to do nothing to you. You Superman. Don't be scared. You talking about, oh, you on Earth. Sometimes you're gonna have to break it down to be human a little bit. I've been doing this for a long time, and I'm expected to do it for a whole lot longer. We'll see. And by doing this, I'm learning that I got to learn what's right with me and for me. That lady came on the news, 113 years old. They said, how do you do it? How do you live so long? She said, I drink coffee and eat ice cream. Damn. Don't you know black person never make it? Eating ice cream? They lactose intolerant. Yeah. Develop all type of diseases from milk. Do the research. So I said, okay. It's not what you do. It's how you're doing it. And see how and who's it concerned. I realized everything ain't for everybody. You got to realize that. And I can't get mad or be in disagreement because it's there. Because it's here on earth, so obviously it has its intent, purpose, and reason. I got to realize what's good and best for me. That's going to get me by. And take nothing in excessive. Because even the best thing that's good for me, so-called will be supposed to be good for me, can in turn be harmful. Oh, yeah. You said orange juice good for you? Well, drink too much of it. I guarantee you the doctor going to talk about you got strep throat from too much acid. So everything or anything that you do is to be done in moderation. This is how we make it to grow into those elderly stages of dates or numbers. You see? You call them years or birthdays. No, that's the trick. It ain't no goddamn thing, such things. Happy birthday. You're supposed to be having a rejuvenating, enlightening state of period of 30 days. That's your cycle for. Right? Notice, for instance, I'm a Taurus. A Taurus run from what? April 20th to May 20th? Huh? And then before that's the Aries, right? For 30 days, I'm supposed to be being something of like, how can I put it? A monk, or what Bruce Lee used to do. Or it better yet, Prophet Muhammad, when they went into the mountain of Hijra for 30 days. Oh my goodness. Was it his birthday? Huh? Didn't they say, don't the Islamic people say that Muhammad went in the mountain of Hijra for 30 days and Jesus went to the temple for 30 days and Moses went up into the mountains for what? I think his was 40. Until they built the calf, right? The golden calf that they had to worship. Because he was doing what? Getting his rejuvenation. And you running around here talking about happy birthday. You drunk as shit on your first day and incoherent and don't even know who and what is going on. That's a shame. They got us so twisted on this earth. And it's like, man, it's like I know they enjoying it. Just think. Those who control the corporation, the monopoly, because America is a corporation. Yeah. If you're in America, you pretty much here. We're here. Me too. I mean, I may not be fully partaking in it, and that's why I would be called what they call anti-American. But yeah, we're here to be a servitude. You got to get up tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock, go to work. So you can do what? See, y'all good. Feed your family and pay your bills. And if you want to escape this type of living and incorporation, then you got to move outside of America. Then you can be sovereign. All right? So let's be clear on that. That's why you want to incarnate back. When you incarnate, you want to make like Tina Marie. And don't come the fuck back here no more. But she's going somewhere where you have to wait till later video so I can show and prove to you where she at. Because energy don't die. You know that, right? So she got to be somewhere. Let's keep it real. Or else our whole life, a state of existence is some bullshit and it ain't real. We need to stop it now. Cut it off. I'm done. I don't want to play no more. If this shit ain't real, you know what I mean? It ain't the way I'm seeing it and make it is, then let's stop. We ain't gotta agree to disagree all like with this shit. We ain't gotta fight each other. You don't need to be killing and shooting. Just stop it. Implode. You know what will happen? Life will start anew. If you try to destroy yourself, the world, the universe will implode, not explode, like a vacuum. And you'll just start anew. That's how thorough you are. And you're beautiful. You're so powerful. Let's do some reading, shall we? And they got the kids waiting for the Saturday morning cartoons just to watch Superman, Batman and Robin and Spider-Man. Ain't that something? Let's work with some of our chakras. Let's get in, talk about these chakras. Balancing, protecting, and energizing your chakras is vital in any psychic work. There you got it. There you have it. You want to be a wizard, a guru, a sage, a wizard, a witch, a grand shape, an eastern star. You're going to have to know these things, people. This is because our chakras are the interference with our subtle body, the etheric and the astral bodies. All right? There are 7 main chakras located along the spine and many minor ones around the hands, feet, elbows, and knees. A lot of people didn't know that. There's more than 7 chakras. Western hemisphere, Western concept, they're just only concerned with the 7 because it fits the paradigm. The 7 seas, the 7 wonders of the world, the 7th letter being God, and 369, all that stuff. But yeah, there are many more chakras of that round about the knees, the feet, the elbows. Work with the main ones first. This is written by a European now. I want y'all to keep this in mind. So-called white person. And again, no disrespect. It's just that what we come to do, people. We come to revise your stuff. Harvard, Yale, Princeton, Temple, yeah. Temple. I'm disappointed in the college Temple too. I want to say that. And that's my hometown college. I'm so disappointed in what's coming up out of there. But nothing but all you could show the world about my college's shootings. You see the game? Temple is something prestige and elite. When you hear the word Temple, I automatically think about Giza, Egypt. Keep in mind, there's a city in Egypt called Philadelphia. Anyway, I ain't gonna bring that up. They flipped you upside down and backwards. Ring the Liberty Bell. Ring the Liberty Bell. It's only down there at 5th and Market. Go ahead. You want to hold this? Go ahead down there and ring that shit. Watch the park rangers come running out. Nathaniel, stop that. So, like she said, let's just deal with the main 7 ones. All right? And we're going to build and work our way up to them. The rest is easy and automatic anyway. Your mind is supreme. You're going to catch on real easy. It always was like that. Remember when you went to their schools? They stand up there on the blackboard. 10 minutes, 20 minutes still talking about and asking you, do you understand that 2 plus 2 is 4? Now, who has not figured that out, class? And y'all look at each other like, okay, yeah, that's because the mindset is a little different. The catch up, the movement. Just like if I was to tell you, I got all these different nationalities of being, so-called nationality of being around to dance off this one tune. I'm gonna have different rhythm beats and pulsations, which is vibrating frequencies. One of you might make me hot the way you moving. Dang, girl. So you see, again, this is why we dealing with understanding, overstanding of energy, frequency, and vibrationing. And working with the chakras, we're going to work with the main ones first by developing an awareness of these threshold energy fields in yourself. You see, you will also begin to sense other people's chakras and heal them. How many people seen the movie Lucy? Not that she went and healed anybody's chakras, but she did at the end go to her girlfriend's house and give her a hug and was able to identify every chakra that needed healing. Go watch the movie again. This is the same abilities that you have, people. This ain't no mystery that they presenting to you. What I tell you, when Hollywood make a movie, they're talking about you. What you did in the past, huh? That means what you are, what you're doing now, which means who you are, and what you're going to be doing in the future, which means who you shall become. Y'all think that, let me wake you up to something, yo. I'm going to wake y'all up now. I think it's that time. Let me look at my watch. Let me check my watch. Excuse me for a minute. So you thought I had one here, didn't you? That's European style. Because they lack to tell the real time by the oh, this is so deep. You so cool. You so in tune with nature and how things is moving. You'll start to develop, and if you capable enough, you can tell exactly when to make your move and plant your harvest just by looking at your own hand. So like I said, I tell things in certain time, and my timing is not of nothing of any entity on this earth or one. So it's time for me to reveal a little bit information that they're not sharing with you on YouTube yet. And I'm not putting nobody down. There's a lot of people on YouTube doing great work. I donate to some. Kudos to you, Benz. You know who I am. But you know my field. You know where I excel at. We know what I do, why I come here, and what I'm given to empower you. And that's the magic in the spell for self. And so one thing is time for me to reveal that you need not to be waiting for no goddamn robots to be built that's going to control you. They've been saying that since the 1980s. And ain't no robot yet, goddamn it, is controlling anything. Again, if you was to watch of anything of the forked tongue, you will have to know and see that there's always the flip side to when they speak. You can never take exactly what is made mention from these beings as being that of what is wholeheartedly and accurately to be expressed. They got to do it like that. I don't give a goddamn if it's every 2 words is coded. You don't understand strategic and arts of war. You don't understand and overstand strategic arts of war. Trust me. I know your education. I know what they taught you. Same thing like Malcolm said. I know you know yourself, you know everything and everybody. You study man and all his methods. There's nothing that can be hidden. See? The robots is the people. What do you think vaccinations do? That might get me in trouble, but I wasn't gonna say it like that. But that, I mean, like, it's time, man. There's nothing hidden. You see Trump, he's showing, if Trump's showing his ass, he letting you know you better get in where you fit in and get yours, because the Titanic is at the tip. It's down. You in peep January 6th? That's when the ship started sinking. Why you think they was assigned to go up in there and snatch particular things and go into certain rooms? Something about it was staged. Yeah, it was staged, all right. Very well rehearsed for them to do the work that other people didn't expect coming in on a beautiful work day. That's what that's the only stage you got. It's more like a plan. It's just like you at work, right? Say, you know what? You work at McDonald's, you flipping burgers and at McDonald's, and here come a bunch of Burger King niggas with different uniforms on coming up in there. Y'all gonna be like, yo, what the fuck? And they just start dumping all their burgers on your grill. It's time for the change of the guards. That's all, people. You gotta change your shift now. It's time to change shift. You see? That's all. It's nothing bad. There's nothing going on that's out of the ordinary. This is what goes on Earth. You only been here for your little small 28 years. Like, some of you think I'm over 50 and that still ain't shit. I don't know what happened in the 1700s. Well, I could, if I was here, I can configure it out. I'm working on thinking now how many incarnations I've been here. Literally, y'all. You can laugh if you want. My mind is retarded. Fuck it. I'm at the point they tell you trying to figure out when was you born and how the first thought you remember about yourself. I'm now at the stage of how many times I've been here. Was I Shakespeare? Damn. And I mean, it's kind of like the same character. I mean, only who knows? Like how they do the Jay-Z pictures and Will Smith and what's his name? Other cats and try to date them to an ancient Egyptian face. That's what we doing. You ain't new. There's nothing new under the sun, son. Oh, you thought this was your first go around, right? Huh? Being born in the state that you came through, with no disrespect, and I hope it was lofty, and if it wasn't still, just recognize that it's pleasurable. But whatever state you came through this time, you thought this was the first time for you? Or was it something that you manifested and brought to light, and you just don't remember? After all, we must reap what we sow. And just because you kill yourself, don't think you're going to escape that karma. The white man thought that was the way out from it. And they now know you don't see no more white people killing themselves, do you? Yeah. You might as well go ahead and take that punishment. Take that life sentence, nigga. Go ahead. And or call your homies and fake your death and get out and pay a whole bunch of money. If you depending on what order you working with. But if you from the hood, you better know. You better have a lot of money. You better have sold a lot of crack. And still, you can't avert the karma and what you set forth. Yeah. So stop wondering why these people's coming through shooting each other at 5 years old. Because they just left 6 years ago with a shooting. You see how it works? Oh yeah. I'll break it down, make it real simple, plain and clear. Just when you want to keep it a mystery, you know me. We know. We're going to explain everything today. I remember people used to say, oh, there's a reason for everything. Even if, people can't explain it. But you know what? That's why I am the way I am today, because that's what y'all told me, that dumbass shit. You know me. I was a little kid when I heard that. There's a reason for everything, even if we don't understand it. There's still an explanation. I said from that moment on, then I think that we should start figuring it out. Especially if y'all want to start pointing a filthy finger at me and punishing me for things that I'm doing. See, I'm going to get you back. Now I'm getting them back now. And they don't like it. Your own family will disown you because you speak truth. But when you was young, boy, when you was young and you was running around, you ain't know no better, and they slapped you all upside your head. And you knew you had good intentions, but they just want to keep you dumbed down. They think they get away in the past with that. No. Nobody escapes that what they do in existence, not even the great Nate. Here's the thing. you must be willing to accept all of the consequences and repercussions of that what I do, and even think, which is more important. Base chakra, which is the red chakra. This chakra is located at the base of the spine, centered between the last disc and the pelvic bone at the front, vibrating to the color red. It is it is concerned with our sense of being grounded. It provides a firm base and a sense of security, and it controls the base functioning needs of the body. If you have a feeble base chakra, you'll feel spaced out and not in touch with the world. All right? If you have a feeble base chakra, you'll feel spaced out and not in touch with the world. You'll feel threatened by other people or unable to get any project underway or finished. Sacral chakra, located approximately at a hand's breadth below the navel. The sacral chakra is concerned with your sex drive. This is where most people I see you, Salina. This is where most, and I'm not even going to say people, even masters, gurus, and sages. This is the whole idea of a monastery, I think. You ever see the monks in Buddhism? Well, it's changed today. But it used to be just all the men. I don't know, for whatever reason. We're not going to speculate. I hope it was just for right reasons. However, it's the same concept of Jesus being in the temple, Moses going to Hijra, and Muhammad up in the mountains. Or even a nigga locked up. Same thing. You away a time from the world, and it is a moment in which the person is to get them in tune and touched and balanced of all chakras. You can do nothing but drink water and eat fruit. Go outside and work out. Do some push-ups for 2 hours. But for the most part, what they're doing is circulating, stimulating, and vibrating the consciousness, the self, the mental, the energy, having his or her astral experience coming up outside of the body. So the sacral chakra is concerned with our sex drive, creativity, and emotional state. It vibrates to the color orange. All right. If this chakra is underactive, you'll have little confidence in your sexuality and be scared of getting close. So again, this is just a little limited ideas. I don't even really want to read too much on with this idea because again, it's coming from a particular individual's ideology. And I don't feel like sitting here regurgitate this, but what I will do is tell us the chakra. Let us do note the chakras. All right. So that yellow chakra, the sacral chakra, again, as a matter of fact, I should get a more. Nah, you ain't gonna worry about it. All right. And then right? And then we're going to deal with the solar plex chakra, which is between the navel and the breastbone. All right, the third or solar plex, and this chakra relates to the color yellow. Now, here's how we're going to do it. Instead of regurgitating this information and doing keeping in what we like to do and advancing and enlightening, we speaking of colors. Let me take you to the idea of our basic colors surrounding in our everyday affairs and the things that we're doing. If you notice, what color is Olive Garden? Brown and green. Brown and green are colors for soothing and healing. Check. But if we was to go to Burger King and McDonald's, what are the colors that we're dealing with in relation to the chakras now? Because I'm showing you how we tying this in there all together, and how your beings are literally being controlled without even somebody behind the helm. Don't have to be a driver. There's a system that you've come into that, just like the movie, if you don't put your glasses on, you ain't gonna be able to see. I'm telling you what I know, people. I don't believe in nothing. I only speak that what I know. And it ain't much. And it ain't forever. It's not permanent. In fact, it's feeble to me. However, what I am speaking while dealing in the moment is the information of rightness. So that when you live in each and every moment, right? Ain't that the thing that the guru say to do? Don't live in the past, don't live in the future, live in the moment. I mean, you ever heard that before? Well, you want to make each and every moment pleasurable and lofty. Thank you, Thalida. You know, when I look at it in that light, facts, it gives me a better chance to have control of my existence and the way I function and feel inside. When I stay in the moment. In the moment, you can always be in control. It's just like flying a jet or a plane. You always gonna be the pilot. You ain't got to worry about nobody else coming up and getting in the seat. So these colors of McDonald's is red and yellow because it attracts and to that of what? The base chakra and our solar plex. Right? The heart chakra is green, just like Olive Garden. Huh? Your third chakra is indigo. Then you got the crown chakra, situated on the top of the head, coming in at violent. Check. Throat chakra. This chakra is, of course, located in the lower of the throat and is the center for the throat communication, music, speech, and writing, vibrating to the color blue. All right, so I think that's gonna be it for the tonight. Unless we want to go over a little bit of the idea about the hands, because we were speaking about the hands. I do have a little small pamphlet here, or book of psalms. You know, matter of fact, yeah. Let us read the beginning part here, where it states that a psalmist is probably the most fun and most straightforward and exciting of all methods of divination, divination. Yet many psalmist books are bought and abandoned a quarter of the way through because of their complexity, such as the hundreds of rules you apparently need to learn. So, however, right here, we will practice or get into how it speaks of letters, uh, where we can combine intuitive knowledge of what the lines and markings traditionally signifies, thus gaining a full picture of all levels, not just based on the outer physical sign. Talking about the lines in your hands. And know that as you grow in insight, your lines change in your hand. See, the body follows the mind, not the vice versa. So a lot of people like you, they think they might walk by psalmist a place and they see that's not real, or that for whatever reason. But no, there's science and mathematics too. What we're doing when we look at our hands. Trust me, I used to think the same thing. I remember when I was young, walking up down the ave with my mom, she pulling me along, holding my hand, and I used to walk past that that V sign like that, shaped like that, and it had this on it, almost similar to this, the same thing. Wow, with all the stars on it. Then as I got older, I was good with reading too, so I read your palm. They had it real simple. It don't take you much longer to learn to read that, right? So I was always inquisitive. You know what your parents say, you know what your people tell you, no, don't ever go in there. I don't know if that happened to you, if you wanted to go in there, but I wanted to go in there. I wanted to see, first I wanted to see if they were really going to read my mind and all that. And then after I found out, and it's just through intuitiveness, contemplating, meditating, that it's possible to not to read someone's mind, but feel the frequency, the vibration that they're giving off. That's more of what we're signifying here. I started asking myself, well, if what's up with the palm reading? And so that's how at that point I began to learn. And today, we realize that inside your hand is actually your blueprint. Your blueprint. It's your map. Just like a sailor needs the map. We have maps to tell us the geographical location, how we existing in there. If you was a builder, you was to construct a home or something, the carpenter is going to need a blueprint. I'm going to need to know how many garages you want, how big you want your bathroom, how big you want your bedroom. So I'm going to need to see a blueprint before we get started. Well, this is the micro of the same concept of the macro and how you manifest in the physical. You come with a blueprint. Of course, they're not going to teach us this because it allowed you to figure it out for yourself, and thereby you wouldn't want to be educated, and you can do for yourself. Correct? Still to this day, everybody's insinuating that you go out there and get a good job. Is that all you ever want for yourself? Is a good job? Hold on. I think we was into this, right? Yeah. The areas and lines of the hand offer information on the age-old issues that prompt all divinatory searching: love, success, health, wealth, family, and happiness. Two of the most important and easily identifiable line. I'm getting tired. Identifiable lines on the hand that reflect our past, present, and future lives. Did you know that? Or should I just throw this in the trash? I don't believe that shit, man. Get that shit out of here. You're not going to sit here and tell me, Nate, that if somebody look at my hand, they actually tell. Not only that, if I can just look at the lines in your face, I can tell what you've been through, partner. Get the book, Holistic Health, written by Dr. Lilola Africa. He does a very fine job in there explaining how ears, the whites of the eyes, hands, and the face all has its story to tell. Well, I said, shit. Let me just make sure y'all can see mine then. Can you read me now? What Tupac said? Can you see me now? Close your eyes. Picture me rolling. You don't want to read my story. My story might scare you. So what we gonna see the bull for a minute? Yeah, put the bull up there. Y'all can't see what I'm. Oh, it's got a couple people on Facebook. All right, what's up, everybody? Peace, love, and light. Somebody over the radar. I already know Thalita is here, but we got another individual on the airway. They done tuned into the WWW World Wide Web. So since we got a newcomer in, let's start back a little bit just in case they miss a very valuable part of this information that we really get into. All right. I said the areas and the lines of the hand offer information on the age-old issues that prompt all divinatory searching, such as love, their success, health, family, money, and happiness. How many people ever shook somebody's hand and be like, damn, you got some rough hands? Success. You nigga, you been working hard. What you do, construction? Yeah, I'm a bricklayer. I'm a brick mason. Yeah, I could tell, man. Damn, you got some rough hands. That's just one little small. One little small. That's just small. That's an easy one. That's for the beginners. Oh, fellas, when you all learn this technology, and you're gonna love to shake women hands. When men start to learn their powers within themselves, watch how watch how ultimate and powerful the relationship between that with the feminine, the yang. Well, I mean the yin. What was the vice versa? I always get it twisted. What are we? The yang, right? Yin and yang, male, woman and female. They say male and female. So anyway, two of the most important and easy identifiable lines on the hands reflect the past, present, and lives, right? And choices are the line of the heart and the line of the head. All right. So I just wanted to read that little piece right there to let you know that it's something that we should be understanding, understanding, and just getting a little bit of idea out here about, you know, you see what's going on with why I'm functioning. My hands is real wrinkled. And to this day, I had hands like this at 5 years old. At 5, my hands look like grandpa. The kids used to laugh at my hands. I can't equate this to nothing but an old soul. Because we know the outer only manifests and resonate and remnant of that was just of the inner. The map tells me the same thing. I don't even think, man. What's something here? All right, so that's it for today. I think I'm gonna get up out of here. Okay, in closing, let's go over some affirmations, right? And we're gonna get up out of here, y'all. These are positive affirmations. All right. Positive affirmations, when they are used consistently and continually, right? Like you already know, anything that you repeat, do. I don't care if you want to do the clicky hill 3 times trick. All of it is science. It all comes from the cosmology of the same thing of the cycle repetitives of dreams. It has to manifest. So I want to stop smoking cigarettes. I need to be feeling like I want to stop smoking cigarettes, thinking like I'm not. I don't. What? No, I'm sorry. This is where it's really key at. Not thinking. I meant to say, looking at me not smoking cigarettes. I need to see the picture of me taking the cigarettes, ripping them up, and throwing them in the trash. That's a check that I'm writing in the Akashic records that has to be cash, people. So if you really don't want to stop smoking, don't do that. But if you really want to stop smoking, it's the ultimate thing to do. You might not do it tomorrow. Some of you may. It all depends. You might wake up and be like, God damn it, I don't want another cigarette. Because it is, I tell you, with energy, which is feeling, frequency, which is how you're going to move out, and vibration. No, I said it backwards. What do you say? Frequency, energy, and vibration. Frequency being thought, energy being the way you feel, vibration and being the way you move. You're going to manifest this here. There's no other way. There's no other outcome. It's the trick. This is how you manipulate and master the physical plane. And yes, it can be done. There's nothing wrong with it. There's people coming to and fro in and out of Earth. Through vortexes, whether it be vortexes through the uni or just mirror ethically. They've reached that degree. You seen the movie Ghost? Remember the boy was chasing Patrick Swayze with the long trench coat on? That was a bad dude. He jumped in and out of dimensions through the train and everything. That's my character. I love that movie. That's you. You're going to be able to do that one day. As long as you don't, as long as I don't limit myself. For all possibilities are mine. You already told me, as a mind thinketh, so should manifest. Well, you ain't saying no so many words, but that's what I like to say. You said, so shall it be. I like to think, so shall it come. As one thinketh, so shall it manifest. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So, positive affirmation in closing, right? When they are used consistently, continually, change our intentional language pattern. You see why I said the three time thing trick? Why you think Muslims fast for 30 days? Huh? Why you think that if a person was to be punished, they put him away for 30 days? Minimum. Huh? Why you think if your girl tell you that she pregnant, you won't be able to see that nigga? I mean, I'm sorry. If she said her she's menstruating, you won't be able to do nothing with her till after 30 days. Huh? Why is there a full moon every 30 days? Why do you gotta pay your bills every 30 days? Why do you get extension on your tickets? It don't stop, y'all. Because we know it's a science, y'all. We ain't gotta keep feeding this horse. We talking about simple mathematics that causes growth, expansion, and development. Eventually, you'll transform any inner negativity we are holding on to into a positive attitude. Let's stop for a minute. Y'all know me. I'm sorry. I just can't read people's stuff and just be satisfied with it. I like that if you on that level. If you think you got some negative shit going on in you, then yes. You're going to need to flip that with a so-called positive. Remember, we speaking about, we're using a language and words that's only agreed upon of conceptual ideas and views. See, because it's negative for you to drink a blood over here, drink somebody's blood. But if you go somewhere in Africa, you're not going to be able to tell them people that they wrong. So you only got bad things going on in your life because you thinking that is bad. And you're failing to realize that you're on earth. And what it is what it is. My job It's how do I handle it accordingly and appropriately where it makes me suitable and comfortable. Some people are comfortable with ripping the ticket up and throwing it in the street at the officer. Some might want to pay right away, pull out their purse or whatever in their car. How can I cash app you now? Whatever floats your boat. See, that person don't got that's license not those tags not registered. They don't carry like driver's license. So you can't do that because you got a driver's license and your tags is registered. You see how it works? One is sovereign and one is straw man. Working off the straw man, should I say. So again, if for the elite, when growing into eliteness, you want to come up out of there that you're having a bad life. There's negativity going on in your life. You did things bad in your life. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. I'm going to tell you, I don't care the most gruesome, the thing that you hate about yourself, that you think that you did when you was 2. Up until now, I'm here to tell you that it's okay. It was supposed to happen for you. That's why you're so beautiful and great right now. There's not one individual that goes through something that is not supposed to go through it. It's the life to check the carnation which you wrote for yourself. And the sooner the faster you can recognize and realize that, the better grips you come with what and who you are and start to develop and grow into greater beings in states of entities. And no, you'll never have to incarnate back into Chicago, into the hood of Philadelphia, Detroit, Michigan, New York. If it's something you feel though that was displeasing and displeasurable and you'd rather be swimming in the blue waters, I know I will. I ain't gonna hold you. Right now, where I am, they said we can't even touch our water, else we gonna die. No, it ain't that deep, but they did say don't drink it though. That's the same thing. Like, damn. They say I'm always exaggerating. You got to. You got to exaggerate. This way, for the lesser part of what'll happen, that we'll be all right. If it don't go to extent of what Nate said it was, but hey, at least. But if you listen to it, you're gonna run the other way. Don't go, no, go that way. Here are some affirmations that you can use to convince yourself, not your brothers and your sisters and your mom and your pop, y'all. We can't save them. It's like drug addicts. They're gonna get high before you try to before you try to stop them from going to get high. We are all here on different wave signal and paths. All right? Keep that in mind. We're gonna go over here some real quick ideas to convince yourself in the universe, not the universe convincing you. Remember, Nate don't promote no worshiping universe, God, Goddess, Buddha, Allah, Jesus, nothing, no one, person, place, or thing other than thyself. I haven't seen anyone on YouTube, Facebook media, or well, maybe I don't even know TikTok. I don't have TikTok, but sometimes TikTok come across Facebook. This one guy I seen, he spoke a little bit, but he always still go back to the universe. So no, I'm eliminating all that. My content is self-lord and master. I've been doing that thing since maybe 16. And until I'm not promoting the worshiping of nothing, I don't recommend, I'm not suggesting that anybody worship anything. In fact, let me say my prayer that I rewrote. It's called the Father's Prayer. I know it by heart, but I'm going to bring it up. Let me bring it up. I'm Father. Solid be my name. Let me pull this up so I can, because I'm tired. I knew it was going to do that to me. Let's see if I can do it. I'm Father, who is in heaven. Now, for those who don't know, there's a prayer called the Father's Prayer that the Catholic Church has made up. And because they sent me to Catholic school and it was a prayer that they made me rehearse from this much coming in here, I'm at liberal and I feel authorized to revise this prayer where it best suits me. Let us be clear. All right? This is copywritten by me. I've got it. There's no other place where this is written. All right? I'm Father who is in heaven. Solid be my name. All right? How am I in heaven? Because I think so. And look in my state of existence where I am. Right? And my names are not hollow because the point is you don't want anything that is hollow. You want to be standing on firm, solid ground. So your name, whatever by name you choose, must be of solidity. I am King that has come. My will be done on earth as it is written within myself. Every day I get my bread. Check. I do no trespassing. Therefore, I'm going to ask each and every individual. And since they like to use the old King James or English terminology, I ask that thou not trespass against me, else there are going to be consequences and repercussions. I am not led into temptation, people. You know that part they say in there? Lead us not into temptation. Who leads you not into temptation? Satan? Satan got the whole world led into temptation then. I'm not led into temptation. I do what I see. I do what I feel. I do what I want. For I am king in my dome with power and glory for all time. Ashe, ashe, ashe. So I read that prayer for the simple fact that I'm explaining to whoever, whatever, whether off the earth in the 19th galaxy and all in between and in and over under the earth. This is sovereigntyism here that we giving up. And all my people, Thalinda, and not my people, I'm sorry, I don't mean to say that, but the beings, the great deities of Thalinda, Mind's Eye, Lady Shea Butter, and Sanchez, let me throw them in there, Panic and the like, they know who they are. We are here all gravitating on this plane, carrying out our will. There's no second guessing. There's no hopes of things to come for. We don't have faith in nothing. What I look like? Either you're going to be an individual here in the state of wondering what's happening, don't know what's happening, or you're going to be the type of individuals that's going to be making things happen. Check. So, in closing with the positive affirmations that I'm going to read off here, right? That should be repeated. That should be repeated. Allow, and then, if you will, write them down. I mean, everybody might not have to go through this. I'm so stubborn. I didn't go through all the writing down process, and this is probably throughout my whole initiation. Because I refuse to keep writing down because that's what they did in Catholic school. Made you write on the blackboard, and then my mom picked that up, and I would come home and be punished, and she had. Remember these books? Remember these books? I still do it to the day. She still had me write front and cover. I shall not run my mouth while in class. Okay? From front to back. So I know what I'm talking about. I've been dealing with this system for a long time. I don't care if it's the judicial system. My whole family's in the judicial system, starting from the military, except me. Composition books, notebook, Thalinda's correct. That's what they are. You know? These books, I'm very familiar with. So, some people might want to write them down, and it's a good thing. Especially if you're not a visual person. See, that's why I didn't have to write them down. I'm a visual person. I'm good at just seeing things, and I'll never forget. I got that photographic memory. So why they say write them down? Because that's good. It gives the individual a chance to see that, no, thou should not do this, that, thing, and the other. All right? So it says here that we should leave them in a prominent place in your home. All right? Such as on the refrigerator door, bathroom mirror, The more you repeat and think your affirmation, the more positive you become. Well, not so much positive you become, but like it'll become a more foremost thing in the front of my agenda or my mind. Like, I said I was going to quit smoking. Every time I pick the cigarette up, damn, Nate, I thought you said you was going to quit smoking. And I got that chance to go ahead and stop smoking. Or I could say, oh, well, fuck it. I'll break my word. I'll break my word. Ain't that something? And this is when you become weaker. See, because now you ain't hurt nobody but yourself. You ain't hurt me. You broke your word. You got the answer to your own self-accusing spirit. That's how it works. You're going to say to yourself, oh, I thought you said you was going to quit. You ain't real with yourself. You ain't gonna quit smoking, man. You ain't gonna never quit smoking. See, you just playing. You pump faking. And now you got to answer yourself, in which they tell you don't do. You see the trick? They'll tell you go ahead and talk to yourself, but don't answer yourself. Ain't you dumb? Go stand in the corner. Go ahead. Take your dumb ass with that statement and go stand in it. Who's the best if I'm answering the question if I'm asking the question to answer it, right? Right? You expect me to answer the question and you to answer it? I thought I was the God. I'm not going to be satisfied with your answer. That makes you my God. I'm supposed to talk to myself and answer myself. That's it. But you're going to let them tell you that you crazy. But you're more vibrant, cosmic, and energetic than them. Moving on and then closing. I promise I'm going to close out after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 positive affirmation we're going to go through, y'all. Ain't that interesting too? 12. What did that... How many things already popped in your head already? All you cosmologists and sacred geometrists is out there. 12. Even you religious people, they got 12 disciples. 2 and 1 is what? 3. And what we talked about doing anything in repetitive of 30 or 3. Huh? Okay, all right. I see you. I'm gonna wait a couple seconds. You know, think about this. Go to a Narcotics Anonymous program. How many of you ever been to an Alcoholics Anonymous program? I read all that material. I'm sorry. I studied all that material. Bill and Bob. Did you know Bill and Bob consulted niggas from all around the planet to formulate that big book? Priests, gurus, sages, monasteries, in order to get up off that alcohol. I studied those books. I had them. I sold them. That's a phenomenal program. I highly respect. I'm not an alcoholic or drug addict. But it can be used for anything, though. You just got to change the words in it. If you know, that's what it was like at the time. A material that I used to do a certain particular type of teaching at the location where I was at the time. I'm trying to speak without revealing too much information, y'all. So, anyways, these people, Bill and Bob, they understood the same thing that we're supposed to be gravitating into right now that we making mention of. So anyway, we're gonna move on with the affirmations. I'm gonna close out after this. Wishing you all nothing but success, prosperity in these days and time. I also want to say, look not towards these days and times of doom and gloom. That's the fear mongering. That's what an entity and force wants to happen. There is that side, but then there's the flip side. You see? Because the same way the people suffering here and there, there's always somebody over there that's drinking on a margarita or something and getting ready to go lay in some silk sheets with a significant other. I mean, like, come on. It's all how you perceive your state of existence. You see? Either you think niggardly or you think godly. There's no other two ways. Either you be positive or you be negative. Or you can go left or you can go right. You can go up or you can go down. You can drink your water hot or you can drink it cold. You have the choice. But the thing is, be sure that you're willing to deal with the repercussions, the consequences. So moving on and then closing with the positive affirmation. Number one, let us tell ourselves, I am filled with confidence and good intentions. I am filled with confidence and good intentions. I can transform my problem into opportunity. I can transform my problem into opportunity. Number three, I love myself. I love myself. If you next to somebody else or your significant other, turn and look at him or her and say, I don't love you. I love myself. And then go fix them something to eat. That'll really, do it. Just do that so you can fuck them up. You wanna fuck these people head up, y'all. We the masters out here, so you're gonna have to perform like that. And then performing and being a master sometimes entails fucking people head up, but they're gonna love it because there's no one like you that do some shit like that. You talking about I love me more than I love you. They talking about how you doing today? Better than you? Number four, I enjoy my positive thoughts and good feelings. I enjoy my positive thoughts and good feelings. There's nothing wrong with that. Number five, I feel grounded and in the present moment. 6, I know I will have success. Yo, please write that down if y'all ain't write none down. Because that there is going to help you out in the physical world. And then if you got success in the physical world, it's going to help in you not stressing and having anxiety. At least you're going to have a couple of dollars in your pocket. Write that down. I know I'm going to have success. Even if I ain't got a job right now, in 3 days, I'm going to have one. Hey, I haven't missed a beat. And I can't even say yet. Because this is the mathematics of this realm, the laws of physics that makes it work. So you don't have to say yet. That's dumb. You ever heard people say that to you? You watch them people who use that word yet at the end. especially in your relationship, people. Honey, have I ever cheated on you yet? Yet? The fuck you mean? Like, that's a preconceived notion. Like, there may be a chance and possibility. No, you're supposed to say, have I cheated on you? I never cheated on you. Right? Now I can feel short. Okay, cool. Damn, maybe I'm tripping. I seen you talking to him too long yesterday. All right. But if they say, have I cheated on you yet? And they give you that real, like, watch them people, yo. That real suave type of style. Oh, look at you. You so upset. Come here. Listen to me. You ain't got to worry about our relationship. Have I cheated on you yet? She's supposed to be like, go stand your ass in the corner. You know what I mean? Oh, let's finish up, right? We're going to finish up and get out of here. I almost forgot. That's how tired I am. I forgot we just goddamn reading something. Where was that? I said 5, right? Was that 5? No, that was 6. I'm sorry. Thank you. 6. I know I will have success. 7. I can cope with any situation. You need to remind yourself on this. See, I could be tired. I'm just having a refreshment course with my subconscious thought. I practice this. I'll wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning and open something up like this, just to be sure what I got to do. Okay. I can cope with any consciousness and go back to sleep. Or, I'm sorry, we don't want to use that terminology. That's misleading. We don't sleep. Lay it back down, right? Go ahead and do whatever you was doing out of body experiencingly. We don't sleep. That's one, and that's another thing too. Speaking positive affirmation, let us, Lady Shea Butter says that I can cope with any situation. That's right. As I know, Lady Shea Butter, you're a powerful goddess. I know you. I like that. You know, I like your energy. So that's correct. Yeah. So what we got? Lady Shea Butter, Darlinda. 2 beautiful goddesses I know you for a long time. Lady Shea Butter's on YouTube, and then we got Thalinda, Thalida on Facebook, which are 2 females, 2 women, which is a beautiful thing to experience. And I've always definitely appreciate your energy. And I ain't seeing much of your posts anymore. I don't know why. I'm gonna check into that, Thailita. Maybe you're not dropping anything on Facebook, but I don't. I haven't seen you come through in a long time. So I'm gonna make sure we still coin it. I gotta at least come through your page and like a couple of your pictures. Maybe that'll start the algorithm back up. And Lady Shea Butter, she always coming through. Then we got also Mind's Eye too over on YouTube, people. We want to send some love and energy out. Be thoughtful of a individual named Mind's Eye. All right. And I'm just saying this name so you know you just repeat it because we know words have vibrancy. We vibrate. And y'all like angels, you know. Y'all need to talk. So that people can heal. You know, y'all are healers. We're healers. This I know. This ain't no belief or like experiment or just a little game that I'm playing here. Like I heard Mr. Billy Carson doing. How many people you heard about what's going on with Billy Carson? But I already knew that. I ain't gonna get off on this topic of what I'm doing, but I'm really shocking how Billy Carson has been exposed, man. That's crazy. They even said the lawyer sent papers out there to the guy. What's his TJ? Man, what's this dude's name? I ain't gonna go look it up. Oh, I can. Let me do it real quick, just to be informative. Let me see something real quick, y'all. It don't take me long to move this technology. I go to Facebook, bang, 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 and oh, that's ugly. Okay, what's his name? No, I'm sorry. It's on YouTube. Okay, I was saying if somebody put it in the chat. All right. So anyway, so what was this guy's name? Oh shit! Oh, I got it. Here we go. Billy Carson threatens pocket watchers. JT. That's who it is. All right. So check that out. In fact, if you want to, Sanchez got a 30-minute. I recommend y'all watch this. This is crazy. Let me see. Can you see that? All right. This is a guy who exposed Billy Carson as scamming. I just want to say, I like some of the things that he said when he first came out, but when he started talking about UFOs, just like they did in school, that kind of scared me, and I unsubscribed to him because I already knew right there that he was part of the kabaj. I'm over 50 years old. They talk about UFOs, and they're not here, and I can't even say yet. You know what I say about yet? I'm not gonna pump fake you. They're not here yet. No, they're not here. Period. You looking for an alien? You better probably off looking with inside yourself. Then we get a bell on that one. Because what's an alien? Something that's unknown. I don't know who I am. You see the trick? I done hit it. I done broke the code again. I love that. That's what the alien is. You're not looking for outer space niggas coming from it on ships and planes. And they tricking people, putting lights all up there in different countries. You notice they ain't doing that in our town. Because you know you ain't going to accept that bullshit. Come to put some lights in Philadelphia. We're going to identify exactly what that shit is in the sky. And you better come down. We got Fairmount Park, Huntington Park, Fisher Park. We got plenty of landing space. So there's no excuse why the aliens can't come. So Mr. Billy has been exposed, and I think that's something good that will entertain y'all, right? It's called Billy Carson on YouTube threatens pocket watcher JT with a defamation lawsuit. Yeah. Because he told these people that he went to Harvard. And it wasn't that Billy Carson, it was a Billy Carson with a K. And they said he broke this young. I ain't gonna spoil the thing. Watch that. It's crazy, yo. That is crazy. Anyways, in closing with the affirmations, all right, y'all. I think we was at 7. Which is I can cope with any situation, as Lady Shea Butter put in there. That's right. Oh, what's that? Yes. All right. Oh, that we tune in. Lady Shea Butter writes that the positive elevation to everyone in attendance and all that will tune in. Yeah, thank you, Lady Shea Butter. All right. Lady Shea Butter again states that she's sending out positive energy to everyone in attendance. All right. So that's like another cash app. Y'all know how I play when I'm getting paid. I like to get paid more in the macro than in the micro, which is the spiritual as opposed to the physical. I can, we can make a little check. Only get your check, only get monies on earth just to make means suffice through your way here in existence. That's all you need. Because when you're paid spiritually, the world is at your command. Real talk. You could visit you could visit a person in your family with the most money. With the right type of frequency vibration that you are, you can have them at your begging call and will. You just got to know how to apply the proper science and mathematics. And not be on drugs. You know what I mean? First thing a family member gonna ask you did about money. What's wrong with you? What, you on drugs? So moving on and in closing, and I know I keep saying we're gonna close. However, we want to definitely say to ourselves and think within ourselves and for ourselves that I am thankful. One of my favorites, to be thankful and grateful. You see? I'm grateful that I was allowed to accept all the ugliness things that happened to me in my life. I am grateful that I am able to accept what I thought. I'm sorry. Because it wasn't ugly. It's not ugly. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. There's no such thing. It's a fear that you wrote and you agreed to happen to you before you even came here, so that it can make you come up out of that what you want to grow from the ugliness, right? Or the hinderness aspect of existence to keep you to evolving into higher states of existence. In other words, I can't go no higher than unless I remedy all the matters. You can't graduate and move on to the next grade unless you passed all your tests. You wasn't going to graduate high school unless you had a satisfactory grade. The same thing in the macro, in the spiritual plane. So we want to tell ourselves that we are thankful for all the good things there are in our lives and the bad. This has here good things. Let's say bad too. Add that in there. All right. Put slash or comma and bad. It just has good things. Well, you know what we're doing. We want to upgrade this a little bit. We want to revise this for her. She'll be thankful, whether she's around or not. Sarah Bartlett, Bartlett. If she's listening, we appreciate the words that you left us in the book that you wrote on psychic powers, but it's time for it to be revised. In fact, when was this written? (2012). All right. This edition first published in the UK and United States in 2012 by Watkins, an imprint of Watkins Media Limited. All right? That's 2012. We over 10 years. This ain't, man, I'm throwing this in the trash after we done. I mean, wrote down there. You wrote this down? Because we done with this. Yeah, we done with this. We can't use this no more. It needs to be upgraded. So we're going to accept all the good things and be grateful and thankful for all the bad things. Number 9, I create my own lifestyle. Now that one there might be a little doozy. But if you supreme and elite enough, or even willing to and have an open mind, you can grow into this. That one might not fit a lot of people, but it's necessary. If you're to have harmony, tranquility, peace, and bliss in this state of existence. You can't run around here talking about you don't like people of, oh, how can I put this without having the video stricken or anyone mad at me? Okay. So everyone realize that sexuality is a big thing in our existence today. You got people who is of the LGBT, right? You can't run around no long using words or threatening words at certain people without being without repercussion or being punished. And you liable today go out to eat, and that same individual in whom you displeasing and disliking is going to be your waiter. What you going to do? Get up and leave it? Huh? Because this individual looks like a woman, but got short hair and dressed like a man and walk like a man, or vice versa. He look like a man, but he's real feminine. I got the problem. Well, they gonna walk away. You and your date, what y'all gonna laugh? Oh, he got a little sugar in his tank. Or that's a bull dagger. Oh yeah. You see, I'm gonna I'm gonna be able to make people touch and reach the aspect of themselves that the world, I don't have to say they no more. We're gonna use it as the world want you to stay away from and be wrenched in a condition of that perceived connotation of what's intended and going on. So that's why it's important for you to be able to not only create your own lifestyle, but accept and let live of every lifestyle. Else you're going to have the problem. Everything is going on just exactly the way it's supposed to be going on. Ain't no such thing as bad or good, right or wrong, this, that, thing, the other. When you living in the idea of being of the supreme and the elite. I guarantee you, when you go, if you was to ever be able to be with them beings up there in Hollywood that got over 8, 9-digit figures of income, they're not acting like the people do down here where we are. That's just like a rich man going to a church and the pastor telling him that he need not worry. Everything is going to be all right. Jesus is going to come put food on his table. No, he can't go to that church. He got to go to the church where it fits him, where the people fit him. They got the same income. This man got 7-digit figure income, and he down in North Philadelphia listening to a pastor telling the people that they should keep praying for their neighborhood for the shooting to stop. He got to get up and go. He can't relate to that. In the same way, we have to create our own lifestyle and live our lifestyle, live the life we love, and love the life we live. Bob Marley told us that best. Number 10, I will give value to others as they will to me. You see? That same person you pull up in the drive-thru, picking up your order, could be of some, and I don't like to use these terminologies and stuff, but transgender, right? Giving you your food. You paid already. What you gonna do? Say, never mind? I'm cool. I don't want that. Let me pull over and I'm gonna come back in and get my money. Because somebody at the window. This America now. Times have changed. So we want to give value to others as they will to me. It's a symbiotic relationship that you're dealing with here on Earth. No matter if it's a kangaroo, a gorilla, a iguana, a turtle, or a human being, or a god, a cosmic deity, huh? A human being. It don't matter. $11, I feel good about my unique self. Number 11, I feel good about my unique self. And last, number 12, changing my beliefs changes my life. Changing my belief changes my life. Now, let me elaborate on that before I go. Because I something about belief just doesn't sit with me well. I like to think of it or use the terminology as knowing. You see, knowing entails that I have a mental projection of the said knowledge that's at hand, which makes it easier for me to perform the task that is at hand than having a belief. Belief is not sure, which leaves room for doubt and disappointment. But if you know a thing, then it's like you can rest assurance, rest assured, you're secure. There is evidence without reasonable doubt, right? And so naturally, As one thinketh, so shall it be. The life will change. Much faster, more precise and accurate than if I was just to believe. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, the Bible puts it that belief is the evidence of things that's not seen and things to hope for. Am I right? Ain't that a trick in itself? Why don't you see it? Why don't I see it in my mind's eye? Huh? That's it, people. We're going to close. I'm going to get up out of here. And I'm going to leave you as I greeted you all in peace, love, and light, and harmony. All right? To my YouTubers, stay strong and stay up. I'm out. Facebook, Dalinda, and all those who are over the radar, stay strong, and I'm going to catch y'all on the run, all right? Peace and love.